we have a treat for you guys. I am so excited about tonight's episode of Ideology. I'm Kyle. Yeah. That's the lovely Casey.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. And Mr. What do we call him at the beginning? Jonathan Pritchard. No, I'm just kidding. Jonathan Pritchard. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out.
That's what all of them say. That's what every guest that we have says. Every guest.
I love it.
But you're in the good column though. Actually, in just a second, KC is going to attempt to do some magic for us. So I know that you're all excited about that. So get your salty mug ready, KC. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Oh, I don't have my salty mug today. I am my Missile Defense Agency mug.
Oh, badass. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to talk? What do we want to go through for announcements? What do we want to do? All right. So all of you guys have been asking about the climate change discussion that's going to take place on Friday. This is with Dr. Peter Ward. He will be coming in, and I think I'm going to get I'm talking to one guy through Messenger. Used to be part of, interestingly enough, Flat Earth Core. I don't know if he'll wind up coming on, but he has some interesting ideas about climate change. Speaking of climate change, on November the 13th, I've been trying to get this guy since March, and finally he has agreed to come on. And I actually do think that's going to be on an Ideology Day, Casey. So you should be excited about this.
The climate change guy?
Maddie's Paradigm.
Oh, Maddie. I love Maddie. The mess.
So
this will be fun.
Are you sure we're talking about the right one, the right person?
Maddie's Paradigm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's crazy, isn't he?
Oh, okay. I thought you were okay. Let me explain for everybody. Maddie's Paradigm believes that hell exists in the center of the earth, and due to its expansion, it's cracking the earth up, and that in turn is causing what we call climate change. So hell is actually the reason for climate change, and he has a library of documents that he has put together, and actually really good graphics. I must say, although I don't agree with his thesis, his graphics are really good. You know, that alone I think could convince people. But Jonathan, you shake your head. The guy has 62,000 people that follow him on Twitter.
Yes, it's insane. He's a nut job. It's going to be great. It'll be fun. You should watch.
It's so tough because what's that saying? It's like, don't worry about anybody stealing a good idea. If it's actually good, you'll have to shove it down people's throats. And that just kind of points to it. It's like this dum-dum has 62,000 followers and geniuses have like 100 on Twitter. You're just like, this just, it makes doing the right thing really tough. Because you're like, look, I'm a lot smarter than these guys, and I could make a much better dumb thing that would get a whole, like, tens of thousands of idiots involved. All right, screw it. Let's start a cult, okay? Let's just do it.
This is actually a good idea. This could be tested.
Yeah.
This actually could be tested.
Scientology.
Very good point. It's because the geniuses are boring, you know? Yes, they know everything, but it's nothing like watching someone tell you that hell is cracking the earth to cause climate change.
I know what that sound was.
Uh-oh.
I know exactly what that sound was. I think I do.
You don't know what's going on over here. You hush over there, mental man.
Props.
I've heard that sound many, many times.
This is going to be good.
Hold on.
Two more quick things. November 5th, Sargon of Akkad and Adam Kokesh will be with us. Sargon will be coming back, and they're going to be talking about anarcho-capitalism. Everybody remembers Adam Kokesh because that was the first episode that Steve and I literally said probably 3 words the entire show. That was it. We were gunned down big time on that one. November the 8th, Isaac Arthur, who will be talking about the possibility that one day we will be to the point where you can download your memories, essentially download your brain, into something, and when your body gives out, upload it into whatever your next vessel will be, because of they can map out electricity, and it's really fascinating. But I hope that comes way after I'm gone. I mean, what would you guys do? Would you want to be uploaded?
Tortured back to existence? What? That sounds like a wonderful time to spend in purgatory.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think, Casey? Would you be uploaded?
Would I be uploaded? Yeah, why the hell not? Why not?
Okay. It's like most of my brain is in Google Keep and my email anyways. Like, there's so little I keep here.
That's a very good point.
That there's just like three gigs would probably fill all of my memories that I have in my head right now. Everything else is external. Like, yeah, I keep my brain everywhere. Like, my desk is my brain, my whole life. Yeah, screw it. Download me, upload me. I don't care. But, when I come online, I'd probably scream a lot, just how disorienting would that be to just have a robot body? Yeah, that'd be terrifying. Sign me up.
If I did it, I would want to make sure that every morning I played that AOL sound. Remember how that used to be, that dial-up sound?
Just for IRC chat. Yeah.
I guess the good thing about it is that you would be able to, there are so many of these shows and people that we have on, I would just like to go in and erase, you know what I mean? Like, this never happened. So with a digital brain, that would actually be possible. So
was it like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where that's happening and it kind of goes wrong? Just like, all these recipes for dystopian future experiences. I'm all for it.
There's a lot of things that really, really smart people entertain that I don't understand. Like, the debate over, are we living in a simulation, is actually gotten a lot of serious traction. And then this one is getting a lot of traction. And I understand it's cool to think about, are we living in a simulation? I tend to think that when given two scenarios, the most boring is the one that's accurate. So the simulation is very fantastical. Mm-hmm. Everyday life like we have it now, very boring. So this obviously is the real one. But still, it seems like they would scoff that off and go back to, equations and quantum physics.
Right. Well, for me, a big thing is, okay, the whole free will versus predeterminism debate is like, all your choices were set in stone at the Big Bang and everything's just playing out like a big game of billiards, versus I have free will and I make my choices. Right? There's a lot of research pointing to that your body makes up your mind for you, and then your conscious mind goes, that's what we're doing and I decided it. And you're like, no, not really. So in a way, you don't have free will, but maybe you do. But you know what? It doesn't change your experience at all in any way, shape, or form, right? Sure. There's no experiential difference to determinism versus free will. And every argument that I've ever, well, I don't get into many arguments like this. I usually just walk away. But anybody who argues for predeterminism, I just really have an intense desire to just punch him in the face. Just haul off, hit him in the face and be like, I'm sorry, it was set at the Big Bang. I have no choice in it. I'm sorry. But then also, I've come to the point of going, okay, but do you look both ways before crossing the street? I'm like, well, yeah. Like, why? Why?
I hate to do this. I hate to do this so early in the show, but we here on the NonSequitur show, we like to keep our guests honest. And you said something incorrect there a second ago, that obviously the Bible says that Jesus gave us free will. And so I just needed to make that little correction really quick.
Well, you know what? Jesus was a drunk. So what does he know? He was just sitting around drinking wine all the time with 12 dudes. All right, you know what? I'm going to take advice from somebody who's living a life I would want to live. And if hanging out with just 12 homeless, jobless assholes is no thanks. I'm not going to take advice from that guy.
You have found your home, I think. You have found your home. This is going to be great. If you're going to live your life like anybody, ladies and gentlemen, live it like Willie Nelson. Okay? I feel like Willie Nelson has lived a life that he can be proud of.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just so happy. I've done like 20 hours of podcasts, and I finally get to say what I actually think instead of here's what's on the script.
Nope.
Yeah,
you're
no
free to say
script
what
here.
compared to a lot that we've heard on here. It will be very very sane. This will be one of the more calm episodes. I promise you. Now KC is going to take us through some magic really quick.
Well, so I went to Orlando last month and went to a magic show, and it was really cool. And so GE, being GE, decided.
What magic show did you go to? Which one?
I went to in Orlando. It was at the what's that upside down museum called? The place that's
Oh yeah, Ripley's Believe It or Not on International Drive.
Wonderworks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Talking about Wonderworks, the upside down building.
And so they have this guy named
popcorn.
Huh?
Is there popcorn with the playing card? Sorry, I used to live in Orlando, so I'm like, did you go see a buddy of mine?
I saw Tony Brent. Do you know Tony Brent?
Never heard of him. He's awful.
No, he's really, really good. It was very entertaining. So we went to see Tony Brent. So I have a magic kit that GE decided he had to get, right? And he hadn't opened it. So like yesterday I was like, you know what? Or maybe it might have been Sunday. I'm not really sure. I was like, you know what? I'm going to open this motherfucker. So I get it out and I pull the first thing out that like catches my eye. And of course I don't read the instruction book because why bother? Right. And I don't know how to use anything in this kit, but I very quickly figured out this one piece of equipment, and it's because it is actually magic. Are you ready? All right. So this right here, can y'all see this?
That is actually magic.
This is a vase of some sort. Yeah. And inside the vase, there's a ball, right? Okay, I'm trying to do this above. All right, so the ball, red ball. Yeah? All right, so I'm going to, you see the vase over here. I'm going to take the red ball, and I'm going to put it over here. It's over there, right? No ball, right? So I have the bottom, and here's the lid. Nothing in it, right? Totally empty.
Got it.
All right. Now, Kyle, you're going to abra-fucking-cadabra over there. All right, you ready?
Abra-fucking-cadabra.
Ta-da!
What? Where'd that come from?
Witch burner.
How'd you do that?
Because it's magic. It's fucking
amazing.
Magic.
You just demonstrated that it is. I believe you. Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, it will be
all right. My life has changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't. Can you do something in turn so that we can have like a little mini magic off real quick? I know this is very impromptu, so you can say no. I'm throwing it on you right now, but oh, what the? No way! Did you just see that?
Oh my God.
When you're good, you're good. When you're good, you're good.
When you're good. You have. Awesome. Are you ready?
Good job,
are you ready for? Are you ready for this, Jonathan? You have a gift.
Yeah.
You have a gift.
You're a piece of shit. That's what it is.
You have a gift. That's a good segue, though. That's a very good segue, because we were talking before the show about a little bit about Jonathan and how he kind of got started in this at a young age. So I'm actually going to let him introduce himself and let you guys know where you can find more about him. The links are in the description as well as on your screen right now. Fixed. It was incorrect, and that was because of the hellacious day that I had. I lost everything, guys. Everything. If it weren't for Apple products and having the iCloud, I would be out every picture, everything that I own. Stupid me downloaded a program to change my voice like Freddy Krueger for a video that I'm putting out. And Freddy had it was a nightmare on my laptop. Seriously. So anyway, Jonathan Pritchard, please.